Hi everyone and welcome back or welcome to my channel. This reading vlog I'm going to be filming for quite a few weeks, but it is a full Magnolia Parks series spoiler first impressions read. So I have currently started Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, but first what I will say is I have previously DNF'd this book. Well, it was like a soft DNF. I was like, I don't know whether I'm just not in the mood for it or whether it's just not for me. I did only previously get 10 pages in though, so not really much to go of. However, the trope that this book is highly advertised around, highly talked about around, is the cheating trope. I don't like the cheating trope, so makes me very, very nervous getting into this series. But a lot of people say that if you love the Addicted Calloway Sister series by Kristen Picarici, that they have similar vibes, which that is my favourite series of all time. So I thought we'd finally actually I'll film it, and maybe that will motivate me to work through the whole series. So there are 5 books in the series. You have Magnolia Parks, Daisy Hates, and then you have Magnolia Parks, The Long Way Home, Daisy Hates, The Great Undoing, and then Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark. So there are 5 books, but so far I'm on chapter 7 of the first book, which is page 55. My thoughts so far, I'm enjoying it more than I thought. I'm not like obsessed. I'm not like, oh my god, I need to know what happens next. I'm here along for the journey. I'm here for the ride. It's probably going to be an emotional roller coaster, as I have seen on other people's videos. But honestly, I don't know a whole bunch about the series other than the odd thing I've seen. But I'm enjoying it so far. I am enjoying BJ so far, and I'm also enjoying Magnolia so far, although I do not like the nickname. Why is the nickname Beej? I'm not here for it. His name's short enough, BJ. Like, just keep it at BJ. Like in Outer Banks, when JJ changed to Jage. Not a fan of it. Can we just not do that? But so far I am enjoying it. And I'm excited to see kind of where it's gonna go and how I'm gonna kind of feel. And basically all that's happened so far is we've had 2, I think, House of Weather Parks moments, which I think that's based on their moods. If they're like in a good mood, they say good things. If they're not, they're in a bad mood. But it's probably something, maybe it's something more significant later on, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading a bit more of this today. I want to get a decent amount in, just because I kind of want to get into it, see my thoughts and feelings. Also, I know when these covers came out, there are a lot of discourse about the covers. I love how all 5 spines look on my shelves. I don't actually mind these covers. I do really like the original ones. I think if I love this series, end up loving this series, I'll buy the other ones as well, so I can have both. But right now, I do actually quite like these covers. But if you have never heard of the Magnolia Park series, it follows Magnolia and BJ, and basically it takes place in London. It's like rich, famous families, bit like the Addicted Calloway Sister series, but basically says that they've basically written in the stars, but they keep hurting each other all the time, and it's just dysfunctional. They've got a dysfunctional relationship going on, and like cracks are showing, and it just basically really makes them question how many loves do you really get in a lifetime. But I'm very excited to continue, and I'm excited to see where it's going to go from here. So I do have a bit of a Magnolia Parks update for you. So last night I got up to page 145 and I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, I was like laughing. I was like, there was a scene where, if you've read it, you know, but when the boys are telling BJ about Tom England and Magnolia, and I couldn't, the jokes they were making, they were like, yeah, because he came, like, it was like, did he give her a ride of a lifetime, maybe? Here, when it's like, yeah, what are you gonna do? She came to the club, she told me she wasn't gonna come, and she came. And then Henry goes, and then you came, but differently. And then Henry also goes, I wonder if England came. I'm here for it. I'm here for the banter between the boys. I'm here for it. I was like loving it. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, I love it so much. But yeah, I'm on chapter 21 and I'm hoping honestly to finish this off today. Today is Monday the 3rd of January. So I'm hoping to finish this off today, but you'll see what I do. So I have a Magnolia Parks reading update. Everything has gone tits up since I last spoke. I'm now on page 264. So I have about 180-ish, roughly, pages left. And everything's gone. Everything's gone. It's gone mental. I don't know what's happened. She found out her dad is cheating on her mum with her nanny. So I never liked the dad anyway. I did like the nanny, don't like her anymore. She's a hypocrite. She's literally the reason. She literally told Magnolia, well, BJ's just going to cheat again and again and again if you get back with him. And she's literally been cheating she's literally been the person that Magnolia's dad has been cheating on for the past 6 years. What the fuck, man? And then, it kicked off with Magnolia and BJ. Because she was like, tell me the actual reason you cheated on me. And he's like, I don't know. And she's like, well, you do know, you're a fucking liar. And he was like, because I wanted to. And I was like, you what? You what? You what? You what? So then they went back and then he was being a dick to her. And then Tom stepped in. And then she went to go get her clip from the bathroom and she saw basically a girl getting BJ off pretty much in the hallway, in the bathroom, I don't know. And then so she runs away and then she goes hooks up with Tom, and then after she's done that, like while she's there literally doing it, all that's going through her head are BJ's tattoos. And then after she's just hooked up with Tom, she runs to BJ crying and then finds the girl in BJ's room who like opens the door after BJ, and then she runs away. I was like, everything's happening, I don't know what's happening. Okay, everything's happening. Her and Tom are like actually falling for each other, even meant to be fake. They're actually falling for each other, like big time falling for each other. And I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about the whole book in general, but I don't know how I feel about it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Why? I finished Magnolia Parks. Thoughts. So I think I have settled on a 3.75 rating for the book, which is a pretty good rating. Like my favourite series, obviously the Addicted Calories series, I swear I say this in every single video, but the first book I rated 3.5 when I first read it, so very much 3.75 is a good rating anyway. But very much I had a good time. I was invested in the story, but it's definitely, I think one of the reasons a lot of people love the book, or the reason that I'm finding myself quite intrigued with it, is I don't know whether to ship Magnolia or BJ, or think they're absolutely terrible for each other and should not be together. That's kind of my thoughts right now. But I'm definitely going to be starting Daisy Hates tonight. I'm very much excited. Daisy Hates was the series I was most excited to go into in the series anyway. Like, I'd always thought like maybe I'd be a Daisy Hates girly, not a Magnolia Parks girly. I don't know why, but I know nothing of Daisy Hates, but yeah. Obviously you saw my reaction at the end of Magnolia Parks. We do find out who BJ cheated on Magnolia with, which I did guess it. I was literally speaking to my friend, I'd like maybe 200 pages left, and I was speaking to her, and she's not read them anyway, but I was saying I think it's this person, and I was right. I didn't want to be right, but I was right. I don't know, I was just getting the vibe through the book, and I was like, something doesn't seem right here. Obviously this is a spoiler vlog, but I'm not going to say who it was because I feel like that's a bit too much. I don't know, but maybe I will say. I don't know, I'll think about it, but yeah. But I'm definitely going to be starting Daisy Hates tonight. I'm looking forward to starting Daisy Hates, and I'm really excited to get more of like Christian and like kind of get in his head a bit more and properly meet Daisy and Julian, because we've met both characters kind of briefly really, and I'm very excited to learn more about them. And yeah, I'm gonna start that tonight, and we'll just see. We'll have to see how it goes, but yeah, so far so good. So I have a bit of a Daisy Hates update for you. So I didn't end up starting it last night, but I did start it this morning. I'm now on page 46. It's like midday right now. I'm enjoying it. I thought the first chapter really just set the scene of how like Daisy and Julian's life is, like them at the dinner table, and then I just thought it really set the scene of like the difference between like the Magnolia Parks like dynamic and the Daisy Hates dynamic. Obviously in this book we get Julian, Daisy and Christian's point of views. So I thought that's really fun, and I'm very intrigued to kind of like keep going. I think I at least kind of want to get like 100-ish pages into this tonight or today, and then we can kind of see how we go. But so far so good. I am enjoying it. I definitely want to continue, and I'm really enjoying Daisy as a character, which I was a bit nervous because of the odd part that she shows up in Magnolia Parks. I was a bit nervous whether I was going to like her or not, but I do like her, and I do enjoy Julian, and I'm really liking getting more of Christian and getting in his head a little bit more. But yeah, I'm very excited to continue reading this today, and I'll update when I'm probably quite a bit further through, but yeah. So I have a Daisy Hates update. I'm now on page 200, and I'm actually obsessed with this book. Like, what the heck? I didn't think I was gonna be that obsessed. I'm literally obsessed with Christian and Daisy, and I'm obsessed with Julian, and I want to know so much more about all of them, and I love them so much, and I can't wait to continue this book. But yeah, I'm on page 200 right now, so I have about 300-ish pages left. Honestly, I'm gonna get as far as I can through this today because it's so good. So annoyed with myself that I wasn't just filming that, because oh my god, I'm gonna say one thing. He came over and kissed me and then said he's not gonna sleep with anyone else anymore. He doesn't want me to either. I know it's not gonna last, so I'm trying not to get my hopes up, but I'm here for it. Christy and Daisy. Finally. Someone I actually ship. I actually can't deal. Every time I pick up Daisy Hates, I get more and more in love with Daisy and Christian, and obviously I just remembered, obviously just got to the point of Julian's birthday party when Daisy ends it with Christian because she's like, you're in love with Magnolia. Hun, he's not in love with Magnolia. He was in love with Magnolia, past tense. He's in love with you. Oh, I have 130 pages left and I don't know what to do. It is time for a Daisy Hates wrap up. Yeah, so I finished it. I did not expect to finish it. I started it yesterday and I finished it today. I had over 300 pages left of this book today and I finished it. Honestly, this book had me in a chokehold from start to finish. It was absolutely amazing. Honestly, I think it's like a 4.5 because it didn't quite give the 5-star feelings, but I have such a good feeling about either Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home or Daisy Hates the Great Undoing being a 5-star. More likely in my head for it to be Daisy Hates because I can officially say I'm a Daisy Hates girly as of right now. Obviously things could change because we do have 2 Magnolia books. We have 1 Daisy book. I know there are meant to be 2 more Daisy books. Julian fucked up at the end, like what the fuck. I love Daisy like finally like being like, I don't want this anymore. As like, Christian, like when you walk out this door, you either don't come back because I don't want to have this life anymore. And I love that she did that, but also I'm so upset because her and Christian are like literally in love with each other and he's realised that he's not in love with Magnolia, and I just I'm so scared to go into Magnolia Park's The Long Way Home. This one is about 100-ish pages longer than Daisy Hates 1. So that's so exciting, but I'm really hoping we see more BJ development in this and we see more of like them actually having something good rather than it being so unbelievably toxic and them just hurting each other. Obviously at the end of Daisy we do get a slight Magnolia update. There's like a little bee and it's like Magnolia. Obviously we do get a slight update, which is obviously her and Tom breaking up over in New York, so that's very exciting. And I know at the end of this there is a washing machine, which is Daisy, like Daisy Hates, so we will see. But I'm probably gonna start Magnolia tonight because it's only 6 and I'm gonna like have a little break, have a little reading break for like maybe an hour or so, watch some YouTube. I've got some stuff that I want to do and then I'll jump back into this. So I have made a bit of progress in Magnolia The Long Way Home. I'm now about 83 pages in, so I'm nearly 100 pages in. I do want to read a lot more of it today. I was at work yesterday. I only read yesterday before work. I had originally planned to read when I got home, but I had a really bad headache. So I was like, I'm not going to read, and ended up just chilling and then going to bed a bit early. But I'm going to get through some of this today before work tomorrow. And I'm really hoping I get further in and start to enjoy Magnolia and BJ more, because right now I don't enjoy them anywhere near as much as I did with Christian and Daisy and Julian. So I've just been reading more of Magnolia Parks. I'm now on page 228, which is, I think it's chapter 35. What the fuck? So obviously, we found out the reason of December 3rd. Oh my god, that is so sad. And then they told all their friends, and that made me cry. And then Magnolia just went to BJ. Oh wait, no, Christmas Day, BJ went to Magnolia and gave her a necklace, which is like a gold necklace with like a bow on it, which was a necklace that he gave her when they were younger, and she lost it and she was so sad. And I was like, oh my god, my heart. And then on Boxing Day, she goes to his house to tell him that she loves him, and he was like, basically was like, so what? And went upstairs and then had sex with his girlfriend, but thought of Magnolia the whole time. We just keep going round and round and round in circles at this point. Can we have something? We need some Magnolia development. That's what I need. I need some Magnolia development. I need some more BJ development, and I need them to sort their shit out, basically. But I'm having a great time. So I have a bit of another update. I'm on 378 right now, which is 54. But honestly, I'm getting annoyed at it now because it's just like a constant cycle of Magnolia and BJ and them having like one day good and then everything go bad. And like not even that, but like right now, like she's just having sex with Julian and he's like constantly like, oh, you still with him? And she's like, yeah. You with her? And he's like, yeah. And then like, cool. Like, and then they just go, sorry. Like, mate, if you're so thing about them, you two being with other people and then saying sorry about it, just don't be with other people. Like, I just don't understand it. And I know that's the whole point, like their relationship is toxic, that's the whole point of the book, but I just don't understand it. Like, why? I don't understand it, right? But I am going to finish this book today because I'm like determined to. It's only, I think it's about 4 o'clock right now, and I have about 200 pages left, 220-ish pages left, and I started reading about 2-3 hours ago, and I was on page 78, so I've made like 300 pages of progress. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish this today. But yeah, I'm getting annoyed at the constant cycle. It just keeps happening and happening and happening. It's happened through the whole of the first book, happened through the whole of the second book, like the Magnolia books, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen through the third book as well. So yeah, it's just getting on my nerves now because it just keeps happening. And all I want to read right now is Daisy's next book. But I'm liking the crumbs we're getting in this one of Daisy and Julian, and like with Daisy, Julian and Christian, obviously. But this cycle, ongoing cycle, that keeps, it's annoying me now. So I just finished Magnolia Into the Dark, and that, like, the last like 100 pages of that book went blah, 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 blah. So Magnolia and Bridget get in a car accident. Magnolia's in hospital. Bridget's fine. I don't think she was actually fine though. And then anyway, BJ and Magnolia are back on. They get engaged. Fine. Everything's fine. And then Bridget, they're talking, like Bridget, Magnolia, Henry and BJ, they're all talking about the wedding and babies and whatnot. And basically, Bridget's like, oh, I'm just really tired. I'm going to go up to bed. I'm going to go lay down. Magnolia goes up literally seconds, like maybe like a minute after, and Bridget's not breathing. I think in that car accident, she's hit her head. The doctors have missed something, or the doctors told her something's happened or something, and she's died because something with her brain because of it. And then the end of the book literally is messages. It's a Daisy side of it, and it's the bodyguard talking to, I don't even know who, and it's like, Julian's been shot, give me the address. What do you mean Julian's been shot? What? How am I meant to go into the next book? I'm so stressed out right now. I don't know what to do. I'm so stressed. Oh. So I was just looking over that clip and realised that I didn't give a rating. So The Long Way Home by Jessa Hastings is a 4-star. I think I very much I'm more invested in Christian, Julian and Daisy. So Daisy Hates, the first book, was like a 4.25. Magnolia, the first book, was like a 3.75, and this was a 4. But see, the thing is because I'm binging the series one after another, like these ratings could change. Like if I end up like thinking about Magnolia and BJ or a certain book all the time, I will just bump up a rating. But because I am literally reading them so close together, like it's not even been a week since I started the series, that obviously, so like I'm just going with my initial like rating. But obviously if I would like sat there and read other books and was still thinking about them, I would up the ratings in the future anyway. But yeah, I gave it 4 stars. Did really enjoy it. But I'm very, very excited to go into Daisy Hates the Great Undoing. I think I might go into it tonight. I'm not 100% sure, because tonight I'm getting a very exciting arc of a book, which is going to be in a different video completely. But because I am getting that, I don't know whether I'm going to go straight into Daisy Hates tonight or whether I'm going to read that instead. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll see. But yeah, 4 stars, really enjoyed it. And I'm definitely excited to continue the series. Okay, so I have a bit of a Daisy Hates update. This is my first Daisy Hates Great Undoing update, and I'm on page 153. So I basically read like 60 something pages of it, and then I paused, read an arc that I got, and then I've now come back to it starting. I read a bit yesterday morning, and today I'm planning to read quite a bit of this, but so far I'm really enjoying it. I'm just waiting for like Daisy and Christian to get back together. I know from Magnolia Parks they're not together in the end because something happens with like Christian, so they end it. But I know they get back together, and right now she's still with the policeman, and the policeman's being a bit of a dick at the moment. So I don't know how I feel about him at the moment. But I'm having a great time. I really love Julian. I'm starting to like love him even more, and obviously like Christian and Daisy, I love them, and I'm really excited to kind of like see where it's gonna go. But yeah, I'm having a great time, and I think honestly I might try and finish this off today. Kind of depends on like what I end up doing, but yeah, I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm hoping to get a decent amount through, if not finish it off today, which yeah. But I thought I'd just give a small update because I've not updated Daisy Hates at all. So yeah, so I have a bit of a Daisy Hates update. So I didn't end up finishing Daisy Hates yesterday like I thought I would. I ended up had a whole palaver with my nails. I don't really want to talk about it. So I did, however, get up to page 284. So I have literally like 200 pages left now. I'm gonna sit this morning and I'm gonna finish it. I'm really excited. I'm absolutely loving it. I love Julie and Christian and Daisy. Like I have like the same like thoughts and stuff, kind of similar to when I was reading Daisy Hates, about how much I love them, and I just love the characters, and I want to get further into Julian as a character and Daisy and Christian, and I just love them, and I can't wait for like the next 2 books, the Daisy Hates books. Like I need the next 2 books, even though we don't even know when the next Daisy book's coming out. But yeah, I'm having such a great time reading this. Like last night I was like, but yeah, I have about 200 pages left. I'm gonna sit now, I'm gonna read for a little bit, and then hopefully I'll be able to finish this in the next like couple hours, so then we can start Magnolia Into the Dark later on tonight. But yeah, I'm having such a good time. And also like I love the whole, I know I shouldn't love it, but I love the way that Daisy like ended it with policeman, with Tills, because I'm sorry, that was such a bad bitch move, quite frankly. I loved it. I've got nothing else to say about it. And I love that Christian helped her. So, yeah. Still don't know how I feel about Julian and Magnolia. I didn't love them in Magnolia Parks. What's it called? Long Way Home. I didn't love them in that anyway. So obviously I knew I was gonna get it in here. But I can see Julian is kind of falling for her, and I kind of feel bad for Julian because he doesn't fall for girls. I'm like, oh, my heart hurts. But yeah, having a really good time, and I'm definitely gonna finish this off today. Okay, right before I read the last like 30 pages of the book, I just want to say I'm so happy that Daisy and Christian are still together, because I thought they weren't together. At the end of Magnolia Parks, I thought they weren't together anymore. Maybe I missed a bit, or maybe they just don't say it. But I'm so happy that they're back together. Thank you, Varna. Stupid Ripley didn't ruin them. Thank you so much. Anyway, back to reading. So I just finished Daisy Hates Great Doing, and I'm sorry, what the fuck? Why are you taking her away from Christian? Tell Christian where you are. Let Christian come with you. He was going to run away with her. What the fuck? Let Christian come with her. Like, come on. Tell Christian where they're going. So Christian, go with them, please, and thank you. I don't think it's a 5. I think it's like a 4.5, like Daisy Hates, which I had a great time. I had such a good time reading it. But yeah, I have no other thoughts. I love Daisy, I love Christian, I love Julia. I swear I say that in every update. I'm not happy with the ending though. Like, we don't even have the next Daisy Hates book. We don't have a date. We don't have anything. So I've only read the first 2 chapters of Magnolia Into the Dark, and obviously it's all about Bridget and stuff. Ooh, that hits my heart. Yeah, just starting the book really heavy. I think it's setting the scene for how heavy the book's gonna be, but I'm like only like 30 pages in or something, but yeah. So I do have a little bit of a Magnolia Parks update, well, quite a big one honestly. I'm about 40%. I'm on page 282, so I've made quite a lot of progress in it. I read this morning before I went to work and read like nearly 200 pages. I'm going to read a bit more tonight. Honestly, I don't have very many thoughts. I feel I'll kind of do like a wrap up of like my thoughts on the series as a whole at the end, but honestly, I don't have too many thoughts. I mean, right now, they're just like obviously dealing with the grief still of obviously Bridget dying, and like the aftermath, and like Magnolia finding out that her parents are like cheating again with each other or whatnot, and kind of like finding out that BJ knew, and kind of like people coming back into their life and stuff. So yeah, we're just kind of getting a bit more character development of each character, them dealing with the grief and everything. But I am enjoying it. I'm planning to read quite a bit of it tonight, and then read some more tomorrow morning before I go to work, and then I'm hoping to finish it tomorrow night, which tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Tomorrow's actually BJ's birthday. I'm pretty sure his birthday's Valentine's Day. So yeah, but I'm actually hoping to finish it off tomorrow, because I want this video up on Monday and I want to take the weekend and edit it and make sure I'm happy with it and start reading other books. But because like literally all I've read in February is Magnolia Parks and then Return of the Darkness by Laura Carter, so that's literally all I've read in February. I've just been like full Magnolia Parks pretty much. So I'm really looking forward to like finishing it off, and if I can finish it off tomorrow, which is obviously halfway through the month, will be really nice, because then I have the other half of the month to kind of read what I want. Obviously I did set a TBR. I don't know that I'll get to the TBR though. But no, so far so good. I am enjoying it. Right now the book's sitting at like a 4-star, like the like Magnolia Long Way Home was. So we'll just see what happens over the next like 400-ish pages. I think is 400, 500 pages, I don't know, ish, what I have left. So yeah, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much of an update, other than the fact that I am enjoying it, and I don't want to say too many of my thoughts because I want to give a more like in-depth of like my thoughts at the end of the series of like how I'm feeling about the series as a whole. But I'm gonna sit now and I'm gonna read some more of this. So I finished the Magnolia Park series by Jess Hastings. So I actually finished Magnolia Into the Dark on Friday, today's Sunday, and I gave it a 3.5, which I didn't expect. I thought it was gonna at least be a 4-star, but I did read the book really fast. Like, I think I started it on Wednesday and I finished it Friday, so I did read it really fast. So like I was having a good time, and like a 3.5 is not a bad rating anyway. But the last like 100 pages, like the fact that they obviously went on this trip at the end of the book and then they ended up getting married and stuff, and kind of the way the trip kind of happened and the way like Jonah was like, yeah, like kind of making them kind of go in a way. And I don't know, I think at that point, like when Magnolia went to Julian's and went to see Daisy and saw Julian, and then the whole thing happened with Jonah, it just felt really odd, and it kind of took me out of the Magnolia BJ in my head, and I was just like, all I want to know now is what's happening with the Jonah, Christian, Julian, Daisy, Romeo, Sitch. So like I think because of that, it like took me out the last like 100-ish pages of the book, where you really see BJ and Magnolia like completely like with each other and like healing still, obviously. And it kind of just took me completely out of that, and I really just wanted to know what's going on. And that's why my rating dropped, was because at the end it was the wedding and I was like, well, I don't care that they get married, like I want to know what's going on. And yeah, I think I didn't connect to BJ and Magnolia's story. Well, obviously there's a lot of characters that I connect to in books, and I just don't think I connected to BJ or Magnolia in any way, which was really quite odd, because like a lot of people, they're like, well, if you love Lily and Lo, you'll probably love Magnolia and BJ, because obviously you see that, I see why people say it, because of the whole like obviously Lily and Lo and their healing and their journey, and Magnolia and BJ and their healing and their journey, but they're just not, in my head they're not comparable. Like you can't compare Lily and Lo's journey of addiction to Magnolia and BJ's story. I don't know. But yeah, I still enjoyed the series. Would I recommend them? Yes, I would. I very much want to read the next 2 Daisy Hates books that are going to come out. And I'm excited for them and want to know. Like I said, I really want to just know what's going on with Julian and Daisy and Christian and Jonah and that side of it. And I think also, like, in this book, it very much, yes, it obviously does focus on Magnolia and BJ, but I feel like it did also focus a lot on, like, the other couples. So, like, with Henry and Romilly and Toria and Tills, like, I feel like it just very much did focus on them a lot, which is fine, obviously, but it did kind of take me out of Magnolia and BJ. But yeah, I think overall, in terms of, like, the Magnolia Parks books of the series, I think as an overall rating for them, it's like a 4-star. I really enjoyed them 3 books. I did really enjoy Magnolia and BJ. I just didn't connect to them as deeply as most people, which is absolutely fine. And I very much am so excited for Julian, Daisy and Christian's next 2 books and to see where that's gonna go. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the series as a whole. I really enjoyed it. However, because I didn't go into it thinking it was going to be a favourite series, but I guess there was a part of me that was like, yeah, it probably will be, because so many people that love the Addicted series love the Magnolia Park series, and so many of my favourite booktubers that I watch love the Magnolia Park series, also love so many of the other books that I love, and I just didn't connect to it as much as I thought I would. I did really enjoy the writing. I thought the writing was very easy for me to read, and I feel like, very weirdly, like, normally after reading a romance series I cannot read anything else other than fantasy for quite a while, and literally after I finished this series yesterday, I sat there and I binged a romance book. I think because I didn't get the giggling, kicking my feet, squealing romance out of it, I just got a fun romance time that I didn't get the giggling, kicking my feet, squealing romance. So I did actually read a romance yesterday. But yeah, I had a good time. Would I recommend the series? Yes, I would recommend the series. Will I continue it when the Daisy books come out? Yes, I will. Am I probably going to think about Magnolia and BJ? Probably not, in all honesty, but overall I had a really good time, and I hope you enjoyed my thoughts and my feelings of the whole Magnolia Park series, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.